Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a review of this, which is the MUA matte foundation, which you can pick up from Superdrug and superdrug.com. It's £4 and you get 30ml of product. The shade that I got is shade 1, which is soft sand, and it says it gives a velvety smooth long lasting finish, and it's new. It says it's a creamy texture that blends beautifully for that perfect velvet finish and long-lasting matte complexion. And there's all the ingredients if you want to know what's in it. And yeah, I've used this a few times, and it's pretty good. I think for the price it is definitely worth a go. As for it being matte, I definitely would say that it's not a matte foundation at all. I'm not wearing it today because I wore it yesterday and I did want to do a review with this, but my battery on my camera wasn't working and all that stuff, so it's had to wait till today. And yeah, I wore it to work yesterday and I did find that, like, as soon as I put it on, it didn't really look that matte. It looked very, very shiny. Sort of greasy looking. I thought just maybe I'd put too much on or something. This is like the first time I used it. It looked pretty greasy. So I put my finishing powder on. It looked fairly matte. It's quite good. Went to work, and then like an hour into work I just looked shiny as hell. And it's ridiculous. So yeah, I think if you want to wear this foundation, you definitely need some blotting paper or something like that, because it's not matte as it says. When I think of a matte foundation, I think of no shine, perfect flawless look. This is very, very greasy. I don't know if it's just my my one in particular, but I didn't think it was that nice, so I tried to use a shearer coverage the next time I used it, and it did exactly the same thing. I definitely wouldn't say it was a matte foundation. I'd say it was a shiny foundation. You know how they advertise some foundations as being like light diffusing? I'd probably say that's more what this is. It looks matte for like a second after you've put the finishing powder on, but that's more down to the finishing powder and not the foundation, which is a shame, because I do have other matte foundations that have actually stayed matte. The Double Wear foundation by Estee Lauder, which is what I'm wearing now, is amazing. It gives you a dewy finish, but it doesn't make you look shiny, whereas this just makes you look shiny, which is a shame. But you've got to think that it is £4 and you are getting 30ml of product, so you are getting like a full size, normal size foundation for this. And yeah, the Estee Lauder one is £25, but you know, £4, £25. If you're willing to like put the powder on throughout the day, then I'd definitely give this one a look if you're looking for a foundation that gives pretty good coverage. I did have to use concealer with it, which I do with most foundations. I don't with the Estee Lauder foundation, but it doesn't cover certain things, which annoys me. But yeah, you do need to use a I can't think what it's called, a concealer. Just mentioned the word. I'm an idiot. Anyway, yeah, do need to use a concealer, etc. But the coverage is quite nice. It reminds me of I had a Miners foundation. The consistency of this reminds me of that, because it's a gel sort of consistency, it's not a cream. So I'll show you what it's like. So that's what it looks like. I don't know if you can see, but it is pretty shiny. I don't have particularly oily skin. I have certain places where it does get oily sometimes, but most of the time if I use my like oil control toner and stuff like that, it doesn't affect me at all. So yeah, it's not down to my skin that this is a little bit greasy. But yeah, foundation's pretty good, apart from you just need to keep topping up the powder if you wanted it to last all day. So yeah, all in all, it's quite a nice thing. I did find that this colour, it sort of changed throughout the day. It started off looking pretty much my skin tone, and then by the end of the day it was like it probably changed a shade darker, so it did look like I was like darker on my face than my neck, and I hate that look. But yeah, it might just be my bottle, I don't know, but I probably won't be repurchasing this one because I love my Estee Lauder one, and there's a couple of other ones that I really like as well that are just a couple of pound more expensive than this one. And you know, there's the Weightless Foundation by Max Factor, that one's amazing, I love that one. There's the Max Factor Pan Stick as well. Them two, and then my Estee Lauder Double Wear, I would say, are possibly my favourites. And the Revlon Colour Stay as well, but I haven't used that in absolutely ages because I just ran out and never bought a new one. But yeah, if you're on a budget and you don't mind using the powder, go for this one. So yeah, hope people found this review sort of interesting. I'll be back soon. Adios!